Welcome back. In this video, we are going to see what is super. We have got a keyword called super, and we are going to see how we can use this keyword in different situations. So let us see what is super or what are the uses for this. Normally, the super keyword is used in two scenarios. One is there are cases where data variables in the superclass will be hidden by the subclass. To access this hidden data variables, we can use the super. And the second use is this is used to call the superclass constructor. Let me repeat. There are two uses for this super keyword. One is this is to access the hidden data variable in the superclass, because there are cases where the subclass or the child class can hide the data member in the superclass. If you want to access, we can make use of the super. And second use is going to be uh, there are cases where you want to access the constructor in the superclass. So there also we can use the keyword super. So let us see this one by one. uh, to access a super member or a member in a super class, we can use this super. So this is what the syntax for this. You have to give the super then member name. So the member can be either a instance variable or a method. So please remember, when I say a member of a class, which can be an instance variable or a method, right? So let us see a small example where we are going to access a member in the superclass. So I hope you can see this where I have a class called a. So class a, and it has got two instance variable a and b, and it has got a method called show. So this is my first class, and look at my subclass. This is subclass because the class B has extended or extends class A. That means which is going to inherit all the properties from class A. So class B is going to be the subclass and class A is going to be the superclass. And look at the situation or look at the case where even the subclass has got the same instance variable. So I'm talking about this A and B. So both in superclass and in subclass, we have got the same variable, right? And we have got the constructor for class B. So we are not worried about the constructor at this stage. And it has got a method called show, and this is what the show method does, and we are again not worried about what this show method does at this stage. Okay, so let me repeat. So as of now we have got two classes. One is class A, other one is class B, and class A is the superclass and class B is the subclass. And class A and class B, both the classes has got the same instance variable, right? Now let us see the class which has got the main method. So look at the main class where I've created an object of the class B, and I'm going to call its constructor with parameters. So when I call this, so what happened? Obviously, this will go to, or this will call class B's constructor. So it will come to this. And what it does now, what happened? The variable P takes value 1 and variable Q takes value 5, right? Now I've written A is equal to P. So when I say A, which is understood that I'm talking about the local variable called A. So A is equal to P. So before this, when I declare the variable, please remember that class A has got two variable A and B. At the same time, class B also have got two local variables A and B. And when I write A is equal to P, So please remember what is there in P will be assigned to A, and I'm talking about this variable, and this is going to be 1, right? Now look at the next statement. Think that this super dot is not there. When I write B is equal to Q, what happened? So this B indicates, or this B is going to be the B inside the class B. But I'm very specific. I don't want this B to be assigned the value with Q. I want the variable in the superclass should be assigned with the value Q. So when I just write B is equal to Q, your system will get confused because there are two B's. One is in superclass, other one is in the subclass. So obviously, which is going to take the B in the subclass. But I don't want this to happen. So what I do is I want to store phi for this B. For this, what I do is I'll just write super dot B. Look at this. I'll be writing super dot B. So when I write super dot B, what happened? I'm going to refer this B. At this place, I'll be storing the Q value, or the Q will be assigned to the variable which is in the super. This is going to be 5, and already this is 1. We are done with this. So this is the method which has called this constructor. We will go back to this where we have again a method called, we call the method using the object. So it will come back to the class again, show. It will come back to the class B. It will come to the method called show, where I'm going to call the superclass method. Look at this. I'm going to call the superclass method. So this is going to invoke the superclass show method, where I'm going to print the value of B, and where if you look at the class A, the value of B is going to be 5. So I'll be getting a message B in superclass is going to be 5. Once it is done, it will come back to the main, it will come back to the show where it has called. So it will come back to this where I'm going to print B in superclass is going to be super.b. So I'll be getting one more statement with this same message. B in superclass is going to be 5. So this statement will be repeated 2 times. Then look at the next statement where system.out.println A in subclass. I'm going to print what is the A value. So A in subclass is going to be 1. So this will be printed 1 time. So this is the way by which we can access the member of a superclass. Now let us see how we can access a superclass constructor. So this is the syntax. You have to give the super, and you have to give the parameter list for this. So parameter list should match with the constructor in the superclass. Let us see how this works. So let us have again an example where you can find a class called A with 3 variables, and we call this as instance variable, and A has got its own constructor. This is constructor, why? Because class name and the method name is going to be same. So this is about the first class. So this is the other class. So class B extends A. Now class B is going to be the subclass, and A is going to be the superclass. It has got a variable, instance variable, which we call it as D, and it has got its own constructor with the 4 parameters L, M, N, and O. And we have a super no call. So at this stage, we are not worried about this statement. So next, we are going to have a method called show, where we are going to print what is the value of A, B, C, and D. Okay. Now let us come to the main program. So this is what the main method. So where I've created an object of the class B, which is this object. So this is the object for the subclass. So B is the object which is going to invoke the constructor in the subclass, where L takes value 4, and m takes value 3,